Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our Footy Fantasy podcast. This week, we'll be going to Champions League, which is coming up in like 9 days from now. We have the champions of Europe, representing Dayo. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Always good to have you here.
Yeah.
The the champions who have been ushered out.
Still champions.
Allah.
Still champions.
Yeah, champions is there. England, English champions. Yeah, no problem. We cannot deny that. They are champions of England, for sure.
And what are Man United champions of? Please let us know.
Branding, champions of branding. We're the branding champions. Are champions of something. So today, Dio will give us a quick recap of why he thinks Bayern won that game. We don't have time to really touch on it quickly. Then we'll look at the groups. Which group is the easiest? They will also end with picking out the teams that will go out from the groups. So, Dio, give us your quick thoughts on why you think Bayern ran over PSG.
Well, thank you for having me. I think Bayern were just hungrier and better prepared for it because it's been a long time coming. We've been trying to win the Champions League and been failing at semi-finals, losing to Real Madrid almost all the time. And now it's just okay. We were ready for it. We won all our games, every game from the group game to the knockout stages. We didn't even draw a game, so that shows how hungry we are. And I was hoping with this form, we could have, instead of Barcelona losing 8-2, I was hoping to meet Real Madrid, so they would be the one to lose. To collect that 8-2. So that we can give the collect Real Madrid that 8 instead of Barcelona. But unfortunately, Barcelona just choked their mouth into it. Okay. For the final itself, I think we were better. We were hungrier for it. Then we had the luck on our side. We expected some of the chances Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria missed. They will score it on another day, but maybe the stage got to them. Maybe they got frightened by the stage. And also we had a goalkeeping god in post, Manuel Neuer, best keeper of the last 20 years, easily for me. As in, there were chances for them that they could have taken, but Neuer just made himself big. He's so important to that Bayern system because he enables us to play that very aggressive high line. Yeah. Because he mops up everything behind him, and it also emphasizes the need for a very strong goalkeeper if you want to win a tournament. I'm sure Ola can relate to that.
I'm not waiting for you to finish. I want to beg so much about goalkeepers.
Yeah, and also we too. I'm sure if some of you can remember when Neuer was injured for some time and we had to use Sven Ulreich, and against Real Madrid, he just gifted them goals, and which ended up eliminating us. So we cannot having Neuer in goal gives your defenders confidence. It makes everything work better for you. So a key reason was Neuer. I'm not going to lie about that, and also the other players to play their part: Kimmich, Gnabry, Lewandowski. They all set up everything. Davies, Fonzie. I'm not gonna but everything just worked out. We just went about. We just were like a well-hired team at that time.
Yeah. I also think we need to give a shout out to Hansi Flick. Yeah. Considering we had.
I never gave him a chance. Like I never. I was like, okay, why are they being cheap? Go for Ten Hag, and
Correct.
This Bayern was his first real gig at a coaching job, aside being assistant, and he won the treble.
Yeah. And he has won everything since. He's won the Super Cup.
Won everything since.
Super Cup, yeah.
And emphatically too.
That run has been incredible. 30 games out of 31.
Yeah, until he met Hoffenheim.
Oh yeah, that's the beginning of the season. Okay, before we jump into the new group stages for this one, I forgot to mention. Let me tell you where you can find us. You can find us on Facebook, Extraordinary Footy Fans. You can find us on Instagram at Fantasy Footy, one word, Fantasy FOOTIE. You can find us anywhere you get your podcasts. It's called the Footy Fantasy, one word podcast. You can also find us on Twitter at Footy FTTIEAD Fantasy. Come at me. I'm always there for trolls, ready for banter. So let's switch into this season. I will look at the group stages. Ola.
I think Ola was gonna say something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I wanted to back up Dayo's point about goalkeepers, and Ayo will remember. I think Ayo hosted a podcast where he was talking to two Liverpool fans, myself and Bola, and Ayo was asking that where is the weakest area I wanted us to strengthen for Liverpool, and I said Adrian. I said our goalkeeper, our second goalkeeper, and I had a reason for saying that. This is because Adrian is our second goalkeeper at the moment, but it's not just the errors he's making, it's what Dayo was saying about the goalkeeper fitting into the system. So the sweeper keeper role is so important now. And Adrian is not good with his feet, and his starting position is so bad. And that's why, apart from the reason we got knocked out by Atletico, we're going to keep conceding goals when we got knocked out of two competitions last season because of him, the Champions League and the FA Cup against Chelsea. He made errors, but it's not just the errors. He unbalances the team. He doesn't fit well into the team. So when Dayo is saying a strong goalkeeper it's one of the crucial bits you need to win trophies, especially European Cup, I fully agree. And that's why I was panicking. That's because Alisson is picking up all these injuries.
I was going to talk about, is he injury prone? This is getting... I
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think he was injury prone in Roma, but since he got to Liverpool, last season he missed 13 games.
Yeah.
And this season now he's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah. So when your second goalkeeper, of course, we know our second goalkeeper can't be as good as Alisson, but you need a goalkeeper who's going to fit into the system. So that is very crucial. For some reason, United just have fantastic second goalkeepers and third goalkeepers. Your team is just whack, but your goalkeeper are just top class.
It's okay. It's okay.
Off your mic.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right. We just have a lot of good goalkeepers that we're paying, which long term it doesn't even make sense because now I think our goalkeeping salary right now is ridiculous.
We have Romero.
Yes, we still have Romero. We have Henderson, and we have David. Wow. Yeah, I think combined wages from the three of them, if I remember reading everything correctly, the combined wage is almost 700,000 per week on wages of just goalkeepers right now in Manchester United. Because we have Lee Grant also. So we have 4 goalkeepers.
We have Lee Grant.
Okay.
Lee Grant is very decent. Yeah, very decent. Yeah. I wouldn't mind having Lee Grant. I wouldn't mind having Lee Grant at all. I wouldn't mind having him.
Also, incredible lack of planning.
It is. I mean, everybody knows I've been a radical of that movement for so many years. I'm tired of talking about it, to be honest. So, group stages. Group. So which one is the Ola? What group out of the? I think there are 8 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8 groups, which group is the easiest in your opinion, and which group is the toughest group?
Okay, I'll first of all go with the reason why I chose the toughest group, which is usually I look at the 4 teams and look, can they pick points off each other? Can they do damage to each other? So for the toughest group, I'll go with Group B, which has Inter, Madrid, Shakhtar, and Borussia Mönchengladbach. The reason why I'm going for that is I think Madrid are not going to be blowing away teams. They're not as explosive. They probably still win enough games, but they grind many wins nowadays. So I don't think they're going to be able to blow away all the other teams. And Shakhtar are always usually dangerous opponents. And Borussia Mönchengladbach, I've not watched so many games of theirs, but I know for them to qualify for the Champions League, they must have done a decent job. And German teams just seem to be on the rise. German teams seem to be quite dangerous nowadays. So, and Inter coached by Conte, they're going to be difficult to beat. So I just think that group will be the toughest. They're all going to take points off each other.
Okay.
For the easiest group, in my opinion, will be Group G, because Juventus and Barcelona are just going to run roughshod over Kiev and Ferencváros. I can't even pronounce their name. They've been away from Champions League for so long. Yeah. So yeah, I think Juve and Barca are just going to smash that group. Even though Barcelona have their problems, but they still have enough to go through. And Juve, actually, that group, that will be the only highlight of that group. All the other games are useless.
Correct. Those 2 games, I absolutely agree. Dayo, what are your thoughts?
Okay. Looking at Ola's predictions, I see his line of thought. But my own toughest group will be Group H: PSG, Man U, and Leipzig. just because of those Ambassador era. I don't know what they're doing recently, but like 3 years ago, they gathered all the journeymen of Europe together and they started building something. But
They still have them. They still have the
they
journeymen.
still
Some
have
of them
them.
are
Yeah.
still there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know Clichy went there. I think Junior Kaisara went there. So Adebayo went there for some time. They still have some of these journeymen there. So, but Leipzig lost Werner. They tried to get, they got Danny Olmo, they got Hwang from Salzburg, and they got Soloth. I think that's Alan's strike partner in Norway. He used to be a Crystal Palace. He went to, I think, Fenerbahce, and he's back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I don't know if they're gonna gel on time to meet Man U. I think PSG will run away with that group. Man U and Leipzig will, scrap it out. I don't know what's gonna happen to Ole anyway. I don't know. I don't know if it's in your interest to even go ahead from that group. Maybe it's better to just
Let's
bottom
wait
it
till
out.
the
Yeah.
The easiest group, Group E, with Chelsea, Sevilla, Rennes, and Krasnodar or Krasnodar. I just found out that Krasnodar is from Russia. So I don't see anything happening in that group except for Chelsea and Sevilla to just win it.
Oh, so that means 2 Russian teams made it in.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's Lokomotiv also.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's Lokomotiv.
What of Zenit? Is Zenit not there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3 Russian teams. Yeah.
Zenit is a group F.
Zenit is there.
How did 3 Russian teams make it?
Honestly, I'm surprised. I'm just noticing it now. Wow.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Okay. So my thoughts for sure. The toughest group. I think it's Group H. It's going to be those 3 teams is going to be it's going to be a slugfest. I think. I think PSG have a knack for just kind of just always slipping off when it matters most. But I think they win the group easily. Then obviously the second place between United and Leipzig. Easiest group, yeah, it looks like it. It looks like Amit Ola for that one. I think it's Juve and Barca. That should be the easiest group. Going to teams that are going to go through. Now let's run through this now. So we'll start from Group A. So let the champion.
Well,
Group
the champion and Atletico will go to should go through.
So it's Bayern, Atletico, Red Bull, Salzburg, Lokomotiv Moscow. So who's first, who's second?
Bayern first, Atletico second.
Okay, that's fair. Ola, who are your picks?
I'm going with Bayern, and I'm going with Salzburg because I think they're a dangerous team. Now I know they've lost some players, but their coach Jesse March, he seems to be building something special there. So even when they're losing players, I think they bought a couple of replacements. There's one African lad there, I've forgotten his name. He has been banging a lot of goals. I saw their qualifiers. I just tipped them. I think Simeone, his race is run at Atletico.
I absolutely agree. I was going to say that.
His race is run. If I were him, I would have stepped aside last season. To be honest, I don't think he can take them. He can't take them any further than he has taken them.
I absolutely agree. I was going to say that too. I think Simone's race is run, and they look really, really poor. They've lost to Partey now to Arsenal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I should go with Ola. I think Bayern and Salzburg. I don't know how good Lokomotiv is. I don't know if they won. I don't know if they won their league. I don't know but I think it's Bayern, Red Bull. I'm going to call it big. This is my big shout. I actually see this guy getting sacked, Simone. I see Simone, Atletico moving up of Simone mid-season after the Champions League group stages when they get knocked out, and I see them going for Pochettino. That's my early big shout.
Ooh, wow, nice, good.
That's my big shout.
That's very bold. For me, I think Lokomotiv, maybe the only thing going for them would be the Russian winter. Maybe if they can get teams to play in the winter. But aside that, I don't think anything else. I think Simeone and Atletico still have enough in them to still get beyond the group stages and probably just fought at the knockout stages. That's just what I think.
I'm sorry, I can ask a quick question for the Bayern fan. This has been on my mind. Who is your replacement for Lewandowski when he's injured? I've always wondered because I know he's always fit, but what's Bayern's plan if Lewandowski is out for?
Actually, last season we had a young Nigerian Dutch guy, Joshua Zexi. But last day of the transfer window, we signed this legend. I'm not sure if you've heard of him before. Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting.
He is a legend. with a legendary agent that finds top loss for him every time. To be fair, he saved PSG when they were on the brink of elimination to Atlanta. It was one. It was Choupo-Moting that came big. Okay, so Group B. Stay with Dayo. Madrid, Shakhtar, Inter, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Who goes through?
I think Madrid and Inter, though I think Mönchengladbach should make the Europa Cup. Marco Rosa at Mönchengladbach did not lose most of his guys. He has Marcos Thuram, Alassane Plea, and some guys there. But Denis Zakaria, and but I think the firepower of Madrid and Inter will be too much for them. So I think Madrid first, Inter second.
Okay. Ola?
I think Inter are going to win the group. I think Simeone is good at this kind of stages. He will probably set them up, get a point away from home, and then win in Inter. So Inter for me. Oh, sorry, I said Simeone. Conte for the group. So I think Inter will win the group and Madrid will come second.
I agree with you, and I think Conte doesn't have an excuse this season. Conte has bought. He can't complain about his bench. Can't complain about anything this season. Inter is stacked from beginning. In fact, this season, Conte has to win the Italian league. If he doesn't win the Italian league,
Conte always has an excuse.
I support his sacking. I support his sacking if he doesn't win the Italian league this season.
Last season he bought 15 players. This season he has bought maybe. So in the last 3 transfer windows, probably he has signed 20 players.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how you manage that.
No excuses for him anymore.
I agree. Okay, Group C. Ola.
Okay.
Man City, Olympiacos, Marseille.
Okay, I'm going with Man City, and I'm picking Marseille to come in second because they've improved since Andrew Villas-Boas, AVB, has been there.
The juniors.
The junior Mourinho. Finally, I think he has found his spiritual home because look at what happened between PSG and Marseille, the nonsense that was happening on the pitch and the fighting. I think he's following the Mourinho part of instigating violence to win games. So, but yeah, I think they have a backbone now. Marseille, they've struggled with being flaky. So I think they have a backbone now. They beat PSG and they're doing okay in their league. So I think they'll finish ahead of Porto. But Man City will win the group. Okay.
Dayo.
I think Man City and Porto will go through. Yeah, just that because of their pedigree.
Okay, they've lost Alex Telles. I don't think they lost anybody else. But yeah, Man City, Porto is who I have. I'm not too sure about Marcel. Staying with Ola, the beloved Liverpool, Ajax, Atlanta, Midtjylland. I remember we played them so many times in Europa.
I'm going to say a prayer. I pray Alisson is back for all the games there. I have zero faith in Adrian. If Adrian is there, honestly, since last season, I've lost faith in that guy. So I think Alisson might miss 2 or 3 games in that group, but Liverpool should have enough to win the group. So let me not be too pessimistic. Atlanta, fantastic team. They're banging in a lot of goals. They'll finish second. Ajax will do well, but I don't think they have enough strength to finish ahead of Atlanta. So Liverpool, Atlanta.
Okay. Dayo.
I go with him. Liverpool, Atalanta.
Okay, same here. Let me pick up the pace now. Same here. Group E. Dayo, stay with Dayo.
Just Sevilla, Chelsea.
Sevilla first, just a second. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No love for Krasnova or Rams.
Exactly.
The Russian winter might help them.
Yeah, Russian winter. That's the only thing they have.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Ola.
Yeah, I agree with that. Sevilla, Chelsea.
Sevilla, Chelsea. Okay, I go with Chelsea, Sevilla. Group F, staying with Ola. Who goes through? We have Zenit, Dortmund, Lazio, Club Brugge.
Yeah, it's a very interesting group. I think Dortmund would win that group. Lazio they've been on the up in the past couple of years. So I think Lazio will take the second spot. I think they've been building well. Zenit, of course, will probably fight it out with Bruges for third spot.
Okay. Good shout. Dayo.
I agree with that. Dortmund, Lazio didn't lose their key players, Milinkovic, Savic, and Immobile. So I think they should keep the momentum going. So Dortmund first, Lazio second.
I agree to first, second. Dortmund, my second team. I'm following them a lot this season for for reasons best known to me only. I'm concentrating fully on them this season. But to be fair, this is a Lucien Favre. I'm putting pressure. I do not want to hear excuse. If Dortmund does not get a semi-final this season, quarter-final, okay, semi-final is unfair. Quarter-final, they have to get the quarter-final. Number one.
Are you hoping to transplant Sancho and Haaland?
Number two, they must be in the title race 2 days, 2 games to the end of the season. Anything else, I'm not listening to it. I'm going to start Favre out. Favre out, Poch in. I'll start the hashtag. If it's not a title race with what they have now, I'm not going to listen to anything. No more excuses. They have young talent. They're on fire. They have good senior players. Witzel, Hummels. No excuses. I'm not listening to anything. No excuses. So Dortmund, my radar is on them. Good G. Going to Dayo.
Juve Barcelona. Well, simple as that.
1 and 2. Juve Barcelona.
1 and 2.
Okay. Ola?
Yeah, same here. Juve, Barca. Juve winning, Barcelona second.
Okay. I have Barca, Juve. So we have come to the end of the group stages.
Oh, so the group H does not exist.
What is the group H? What is there? I don't know. Okay. Is there a group H? I know there's a group H. Okay, group H. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just get out of the way. I think PSG and Leipzig are going through. Unfortunately, I don't think Manchester United is going to go through.
Self-trolling is not allowed.
No, me, I don't accept it.
I don't think Manchester United.
What are penalties, that?
And I might be wrong. They might, it's nothing drastic happens, which is two things. If the manager doesn't change or a drastic change of tactics, formation, if not any of those things don't happen, I don't see us going through. Personally, I don't. But Dayo.
I think PSG, Man U.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Man U will still be able to win. Leipzig, I'm not sure they can maintain their momentum from last season, so I think PSG, Man U.
Yeah, okay, Leipzig. Funny enough, I've seen them win one game this season. They won. I saw them in Champions League. That Leipzig Champions League.
They are depending on this guy.
That Leipzig I saw during that knockout. Ooh. Yeah. I see us maybe getting.
They're depending too much on this guy, Yusuf Poulsen, and Poulsen is just not the man you want to depend on when things get tough. Like, it should just be like your Giroud, like, just take him when he's there, but you don't put your team hopes on him. And this guy, Dani Olmo, has not settled in a lot, and Wang too. We're still looking for him to step up.
Okay. Ola, thoughts?
Well, you've taken the fun out of it by accepting that United are not going to go through. I had a lot of things loaded, but now you're taking
that's the plan, self-throw 1-1. Attack the throw before the throw attacks you.
Well, I think PSG will win the group. Leipzig will come second. Like you said, United, I would have thought United would go through, but the transfer window was so disappointing from a United point of view. I just don't know what they were thinking. The lack of planning was staggering. Like somebody would say, if Cavani is the answer, what was the question? Igalo can do what Cavani was doing. So
we have 4 strikers now.
Why?
We have 4 strikers. We don't have any right winger.
No center backs.
We have 4. We have like 6. We have 6 central midfielders. only one natural defensive midfielder.
And you guys didn't sign any center back, and you let Smalling go. Smalling left, Abi.
Yes,
Smalling
is going to Roma.
And then you didn't even sign a center back.
We have six. We have like six center backs.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say.
Not one is dependable. We have six center backs.
Rojo, Bailey. I'm sure the three of them are probably injured right now. At any given point in time.
Lindelof,
Maguire, Twanzebe,
Mengi. We have like 8 center backs. But other places, you have any right back apart from Wan-Bissaka, who going for the big questions, and he's not really good on the ball.
And if they were looking for Cavani has been free for so long. Why did it take them so long to get Cavani? Cavani was shopped to Benfica, shopped to Atletico, probably was thinking of going back to Uruguay, and Man U. So what were they thinking of? This was an unusually long transfer window. They were just they couldn't even get anybody they wanted.
It was panic, like Ayo said, it's panic buying because they couldn't get Sancho. So they were like, we have to spend this money. We have to spend this money somehow. And they just went and started buying random people from. You're like, what? Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's not turn this to a Man United.
Correct.
Passion session.
So let's end it. I'm going to have a quick fire question. Who do you think will be the highest goal scorer of these group stages? Ola, just real quick fire.
Of the group stages, I'll go with Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe. Okay. Good shout. Dayo.
Well, I'm gonna go with Cristiano Ronaldo. When you have a group with Ferenc Varos, you should know that's the Hungarian for hat-trick.
I'm going to go with my guy just because of what you just said. The group. I look at that group. I'm going to go with my guy. You know who my guy is. Yes, King Messi. Messi is going to go off. On those Dynamo Kiev and Fenerbahce is going to go off.
Messi's heart is not in it anymore. Messi's heart is not in it anymore.
That's true. That's not anymore.
When you have teams like Fenerbahce, that's hat-trick both ways.
60% Messi can score hat-trick against those two teams. I think we've come to the end.
And Ronaldo is just like, okay, let me break the record with these guys.
Correct. Yeah, that's what we're shooting for. I think we've come to the end. This was fun. Dayo, champion. Thanks for coming. Enjoy it while it lasts. Well, I think
you're gonna wait for long with that.
Someone's gonna take it. Ola, as always, thanks for coming. Guys, all our addresses will be at the end of the page. Like, share, follow this pod.